We outside. We are outside if we ain't nothing else, baby. We out here. Come on now. We getting into it. I'm waiting for everybody to get in the room. Yes, ma'am. It's a lot going on. It's always a lot going on. I'm just the type of person that feels like sometimes we don't realize when what we're dealing with is temptation, right? Just before that moment, y'all, just before the dawn, just before you walk into that wealthy season, just before you walk into that abundance, just before you walk into that, hey, what's going on? It's my time to shine. Y'all know something has to be sent, y'all. Something has to be sent to you to be the distraction. Hey, y'all. All right. We're about to jump into it. I'm going to give people a few more minutes. Few more minutes. But what I was just saying, girl, for those that just got in here, it's like, yeah, we have to realize when something is being sent simply to be the temptation before we hit that moment, baby, before we hit that stride, knowing you about to hit that stride, knowing you about to have it all. Here come some type of temptation, girl. It's always like that. Here comes something. Here comes somebody playing their games with the temptations. That's the energy that we're getting tonight, y'all. That's the energy that popped through. Somebody, you are walking into your season. You are walking into your moment. You may or may not realize how close to your moment you really are, how close to that abundance you really are. And here it is, girl. Somebody is there that is really just enacting temptation. Whether you realize that's what it is or not, this is all that person is. And you got to be aware so you'll know how to move forward. Let's talk about it. The Two of Swords comes through in the reverse. This is a moment for you, girl. Somebody has been waiting. You've been waiting for your moment. You've been waiting for your time where the roads were not blocked for you. It's been a lot that has gone on, especially mentally for you. Mentally, you have had so many blocked roads. Mentally, you have gone through so many moments where you kind of didn't know what to do. Somebody may have struggled with times of low self-esteem or times that you were just struggling with it, girl. Mentally, you did not know what to do. You didn't know which way to go. You didn't know how to move forward. It was one of those kind of things. Thank you so much, May. It was one of those kind of things where you didn't know what to do or how to move forward. And that's really the big issue. So it was a lot of mental challenges. This is the first time in a long time you're going to be able to see your way through clear mentally. Just to mentally see your way from pillow to post. This is about to be one of the first times you really have that kind of grace. You have to understand that, especially for divine feminine energies, because a lot of times for us, when we do face challenges, internal challenges, more than anything, of course, there's spiritual warfare, but that's for the collective period. But a lot of times we individually are struggling with emotional challenges. We are struggling with logical challenges, just mentally. How am I going to get it done? Because that's where a lot of the spiritual warfare comes towards the feminine. Attack your mind, attack your emotions. Somebody, you've been fighting with that and struggling with that sleeplessness, all kinds of stuff. So in this moment where you have finally reached the morning and you're kind of being able to see clearly and say, hey, these are the type of people I want to be around. These are the type of people I don't want to be around. You really need to make the right decisions. This is not the moment to mess nothing up, okay? Or to overlook the obvious. Ten of Pentacles energy. What you need to know about right now, here's the message for right now, first and foremost. What you do right now, how you move right now, this is a legacy building season. Ten of Pentacles energy. So the things you do right now, whether they're good relationship, bad relationships, good jobs, bad jobs, good business plan, bad business plan, either way, this is the season where you're building legacy. So the things you do in this season right now are going to have lasting effects. You could potentially walk into the career you're going to be in forever. You could potentially walk into loan money forever. You're meeting the kind of people that can help you network and level up into millionaire circles. This is the moment. This is the time. This is the time of long lasting results, whatever you do. So if you're pairing yourself with the wrong person or prioritizing the wrong things, prioritizing sex, prioritizing any type of mental challenges that this, I'm just doing this because it helps me to not remember something from my past. Get the therapy, get the help with the trauma, get the help with the nightmares, get the help with the sleeplessness, get the help with the blood pressure, get the help with whatever you need the help with, because what you do right now is going to have lasting effects. This is eternity season. You don't have time to just say, it'll fix itself. This is not time for it'll fix itself. This is time for you got to do your big one. We see the magician energy coming through. You also have to realize that this is a time for action. Take action. So it's also manifestation season. When you speak life. When you speak over yourself, speak life. When you tell story about yourself, you need to tell positive stories about yourself. You need to upgrade yourself, elevate yourself with your words and your spirit, because I'm going to say it again with this 10 of Pentacles. We see that what you think about, how you feel, and what you speak about yourself, this is eternity season. It's going to have lasting effects. You don't have time to speak ill over yourself or think negative thoughts or let the wrong people in, because this is a time for leveling up. This is a time where you can get it done. It can really occur in this time. So you need to dead a lot of past connections. 10 of Swords. If you start speaking ill thoughts over yourself, sis, right now, I'm telling you right now, you will start to spiral so quickly because things are happening fast. And we got the 10 of Swords on one side of the magician and the 10 of Pentacles on the other. That's serious business. That means action. Whatever actions you take, baby, the 10 of Pentacles is on the side of the above. The magician, hold on, let me let y'all catch this tea. The magician shows us as above, so below. The 10 of Pentacles is on the above side. That is when we're talking about the astral. That's when we're talking about manifestation with our words, with our thoughts, etc., where we can make them good quantum leaps into a beautiful time. And then we have that other below. Below is that 10 of Swords. And that 10 of Swords will snatch any of these blessings out of the air for you, y'all. This is a sensitive time. If you want to get to that, it's already there for you. You've already put yourself at the threshold of entering high society, entering that wealth, getting to that level. But if you're making the wrong decision, sis, it's not good. You got to think right, do right, handle things the right way. Okay? You got to do it like that. You got to move like that. Because if you're not, you're going to talk yourself out of your season and your moment. Let's talk about this masculine who is on the other side of the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, okay? The Sun card energy is masculine energy, so that's why we're taking it there. Let's talk about how this masculine is showing up at the below. So this is somebody that has manifested in your spiritual realm, in your spiritual your physical realm, your physical energy. This person has actually shown up and manifested. 5 of Cups in reverse. He is presenting himself like an answer to whatever past troubles you've had. This masculine feels like, I won't have to mourn anybody again. I'll be able to reveal my most intimate thoughts and feelings to somebody again. I'll be able to come out of grief. Somebody may have been grieving something in the not so long ago past. You may have been grieving somebody, grieving a pet, grieving a friend, grieving a dead relationship, grieving the loss of something. Somebody may have lost some household items or some very beneficial heirlooms. You've been grieving, you've been down. Some type of bad news has been weighing on your heart, weighing on your mind, weighing on your chest, okay? With that being said, you've been in a position where you think, hey, right now this would be great. This person seems like they're going to let me be open. They're going to let me be vulnerable. They're going to let me show my feelings. This is what's going to take me to the next level. 3 of Cups energy. This is a person that I can celebrate with. This person is coming in the door, and that's what they are leading with, whoever they are. I want y'all to pay attention. A lot of people, a lot of times, spirits, when they want to get in your life, when they want to be able to get in, set foot, wreak havoc, do whatever it is they plan to do, they will lead with celebration. Pay attention to that. Take a double look. It's people could just be great, happy people, but there are oftentimes that spirits will hide themselves behind, I'm the jovial person. Let's have fun. I love to have fun. Let's party. Let's drink. Let's turn the music up loud. Let's be sexually intimate right away. Let's have a ball. Let's go out and speed. Let's ride around fast in the car. Let's be outside late. Let's go for a walk in the snow. Let's jump on a plane. These people are creating an environment around themselves where there's nothing there but ha 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 ha, happy, happy, happy. And you're not really necessarily seeing the spirit of the person. You may not necessarily be seeing the true intentions of the person. You're not seeing the true motive of the person. Also, when we see Three of Cups, a lot of times we see surface level money, meaning that this person has money for the dinners. They got enough gas to drive around for 48 hours straight. They got gas money. They got a decent job. They wear decent clothes. They always got money for the party. They always have money for fun. But I need you to look deeper. Somebody, it's time for you to look a little deeper. Go a little deeper under the surface. What this person actually has money for is decoy. This person has money to pay for things that make it a little harder to see what they really all about, that make it a little harder for you to see what their real motives are, that make it a little harder for you to see where their energy is really truly coming from, who they really serve, so to speak, right? They're making it can become harder for you to discern who you're really fooling with. The Three of Cups energy comes through, and this is a great distraction. So remember, there's a lot of distraction energy that comes through with this masculine. He makes it hard to see what's really what. Page of Pentacles in reverse. One thing you need to know about him while he's distracting you and everything is we're having a ball, we're going to the party, everything's great. If you look a little deeper, the place in the story where this masculine is struggling a bit, is lacking a bit, where he really is not a good addition to your long-term goals and to make sure you go up instead of down in this coming decade, I'm hearing 10 years, is understand that this masculine is not good for security. He's not good at savings accounts. He's not good at giving you the emotional support that you would need to feel level-headed. He's not good with having the spiritual intuition in the moment to help the car of y'all's life remain in a straight direction. He does not have the needed security to keep himself level. There's an issue of security and emotional stability that this man could not provide you with, and also for him to save money. Keep in mind, he's going out showing you a great time, but the savings isn't there. This is very common with Gemini masculines. I hate to tell y'all, but it's the truth. Anytime you deal with a masculine, Geminis, a lot of times they're so social, they're so much fun, they're so jovial. Gemini could be in their sun or in their Venus. They're so jovial, they love to have fun, they love to get out there, drive fast, party. They're spending money, they look great, money is flying off the walls, drinks going up in the air. But these people are no longer in any way, shape, or form capable of making responsible financial decisions. You know why they were able to get you a $500 dinner that night? You know why y'all are riding around in a top tier car right now? Because he has absolutely no savings. If $50 blows out the window, he's going to be on the street. Okay? It's that type of energy. He's the type of masculine that, to be completely real about it, he doesn't really have anything to give on the back end, only on the front end. And that's very typical with Geminis. They talking fast, they looking good, everything's great. But when they're in their shadow side, they're doing that. But their Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy is trash, baby. Their earth sign energy is no good. They don't have it. They don't have it. They don't have the security, stability. They're going to spend that $100. They're not going to put it in the bank. If they got a $500 save, they're not going to say, how can I turn the 500 into 1,000? They're going to say, oh, I'll take the other 500 and go on a little getaway for the weekend to some little place, wherever. And that's the thing that you have to think about, because where the Most High is trying to take you is going to lead you to abundance. It's going to lead you to potentially some level of celebrity or influencer or icon or even sex symbol for something. Like, people going to see y'all like, oh my God, she's bad. You might end up being a model, a hostess, whatever. And you have this person here that if you continue to stay with them, they're going to become the landing pad for your success. You'll never get off the ground because this person makes bad decisions, but they look great. They're a lot of fun. They love to have sex. They out here doing whatever, but they don't have common sense. They don't have responsibility. They're not grown-ups in their mind. They're going to take your money and they're going to be throwing it up in the air. If you make a lot of money around this masculine, if you get a lot of prestige around this masculine, you're not going to be able to keep it. You're not going to be able to keep it. He's going to be somebody that's going to basically become a leech, somebody that's draining you of energy. Y'all, if you are new to the room, please go ahead, do like, do share, do subscribe. Okay, do not be afraid to hype me up after this live goes up or whatever is going on, or if you want to go check out a video some other place on the channel. Also, feel free to donate if you would like to, girl. We in here. We doing it. We do it like this, T-Team, period. So this is somebody that, though they may be a great bit of time in the moment, a good time in the moment, somebody you need to realize you're still functioning from the mindset of the hurt woman that you were, of the hurt divine that you were. You're still functioning from there. So you're picking you a mate that's going to bring excitement and fun. Hey, we ripping and running, because that's what you needed when you were grieving. That's what you needed when you were down. That's what you were needed after you had just lost that family member. That's what you needed when you had just lost that job. You're moving into a new season, baby. You don't need somebody to be your pick-me-up anymore. You don't need a jester to be your man. We're not in that season anymore. That's not the energy anymore. You don't need somebody to just prop you up and be fun for the moment. Times have changed, okay? Page of Swords energy. This is a time that you really need to have your guards up, because you need to take some time and place some space in the middle of there for you to really figure out where this masculine is coming from. You're going to need some space. You're going to need to kind of fall back, keep your guards up, not divulge all the information, even though it seems like you should. Five of Cups comes through in reverse. It seems like it's safe, it's comfortable, it's not going to be any grief, it's easy to talk to him, it's cool, it's fun, we ripping and running. This person is a short-term fling that would try to turn themselves into a long-term relationship. This person is not a long-term relationship. Not at all. Seven of Cups in reverse. If you do not guard yourself, sis, this can easily become a nightmare-esque scenario. It can become a scenario where you no longer have control of what's going on. You don't want to mess around and end up back in a situation where you're down or you're sad or you're upset. And it can happen easily, because remember, like I said, before it's time for the mission to get fulfilled, before it's time for the timeline to switch, before it's that moment for you to ascend, you're going to get tested. You're going to experience some temptation. And that's what this masculine is. He's flashy. He's fun. It's going to seem like he's the answer to what's going on. It's going to seem like he's somebody that you can depend on. If you try to seek balance from him, girl, Two of Pentacles in reverse and Nine of Swords, if you try to seek balance in this relationship with him, you will ultimately end up with sorrows. Nine of Swords, you're going to regret it. You're going to have regrets. You're going to have sorrow. You're going to be upset. You're going to say, why did I do that? You're going to say, why did I take that? Why did I take that trip? Why did I try it like that? Seriously, okay? You're going to say that in a heartbeat. Like, what's up? Why am I doing this? Why did I let myself get in this situation? You're going to regret it, because it's going to cost you money. This man is very expensive, girl. Let me tell you something, girl. Thank you, Spirit, so much for that confirmation, because that's major. You're moving up into higher society. You're moving up to where you're going to be getting money in abundance. Baby, the devil is trying to send you a man that will drain you of all your money. The very fun that you'll be enjoying on the front end, the very fun that you're going to think is so lit on the front end, is going to be the reason that you're going to start being broke on the back end. He literally will start to drain you of everything that you have. We've seen this a lot of times with celebrity women. I'm not even going to bother to say no names, but we've seen women. These men was a lot of fun, but then all of a sudden they didn't have no money. Okay? All of a sudden this man is a liability. All his fun is taking everything you got. We got to stay in these trips on these cars and riding and speeding. Now all of a sudden, baby, you broke. Okay? He done took it all. We see the devil in energy. What did I just say? Another thing you have to be aware of with this masculine, where he's going to conflict with the timeline that the Most High is trying to put you on, where he's going to prove to be nothing but sent demonic energy, girl, is that he's going to become very possessive. He's going to become controlling. He's going to become hypersexual. So he's going to start eating up your time. He's going to start trying to tell you where to go, where to be. Okay, this is not a divine masculine energy. This is a karmic masculine. And he's being sent on assignment in this moment where you're trying to level up, girl. Not even trying to level up. You're literally being called to level up. You're being called to level up. Okay? Thank you, Letitia. You're being called to level up. This is literally divine calling. You're being called into ascension. And anytime you're being called, and whoever, girl, you know this. I'm not telling you like, oh, you don't know what I'm talking about. You felt the call. Like, you know what time it is. One of the things about you is you've always been very innovative. So the way you've been moving in your life has just gradually been elevating you, speaking in terms of the astral. We don't realize elevation starts early. It doesn't start like, it starts early. We begin to elevate, we begin to move up because of our spiritual frequency. So you've been moving up. This ain't new. You're not suddenly moving up. You've been moving up. It's been a gradual situation. You've gradually been moving up. You've also had a lot of courage. During these times that you were experiencing all this grief, during these times that you were experiencing all this sadness, hey Shamika, during these times you was going through this, you were still showing up. You still had so much faith. You still kept your courage. Some of you may also be high in Leo energy. Strength card energy may very much represent you. You're very strong. You're very forward moving. You're somebody that's a thinker. It's hard to get you down. It's hard to get you in pain. It's hard to get you, even when you are down or in pain, it's hard to keep you there. You're going to keep moving. You're going to stay fiery. You literally will go against anybody. Like, people would say that about you all the way back to school. You will literally go against anybody. You could feel, you are literally, your spirit is very much like David. Like, you're like, I don't care who it is, Goliath, whatever, I'm going to get out there and do my big one. You're the same way in the spirit realm. Like, you pray for big things. You do big things. You're always praying from a level of like, I know I'm deserving because I know I'm a child of the Most High. You're always praying in like, I know ascension is just around the corner for me. And you've already been through grief. And even in that grief, you still held close to your faith. You still believed that you had something more coming. You still believed that it was just around the corner for you, whatever it was, even on your lowest days. Even when your mind was literally stuck and you was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm stressed out. I feel like I can't see myself from one period of my life to the other. I'm lost. Things ain't going right. You still held close to your faith. And with that being said, you have manifested to you a great, great, great new timeline, a timeline shift. Okay. And we know that whenever the devil has had us down, we may have been depressed, we may have been broken. When he sees you moving on, when he sees your heart opening up, AKA your heart's desires are getting closer and closer to you, oh, he's going to send somebody. He's going to send somebody. He's going to send somebody to be problematic. Okay, you need balance. You're supposed to be moving towards divine masculine energy that is balanced. You're supposed to be moving towards somebody that's going to be the yin to your yang. Spiritually speaking, you are not supposed to be moving towards masculine energies that are simply going to be the yak to your yin or whatever. Okay, you want to be moving towards somebody that's going to assist you in reaching divine alignment. That's it. That's all. We're not looking for somebody that's just going to be part of the problem. That's not what we do. This person is a part of your old timeline. And the fear for me is that somebody has not recognized that you're no longer on that timeline. This is somebody that actually you've been moved within, right? This is Five of Pentacles energy. You've been moved within to the holy place. You moved higher up in the holy land. I have to be honest with you. This person is outside. This is somebody that is locked out of the divine kingdom at this time because they don't know who they are. They don't know their own value. They don't know how to handle their own emotions. They don't know how to handle their own business, their own money situation. They don't know their own spiritual currency. This person doesn't know what masculinity is in terms of currency. He doesn't know how to use his masculinity in a way that is helpful to the Most High. He just doesn't know that yet. He's still using his masculinity in a very carnal way, in a way that is keeping him closer to the devil, okay? It's keeping him closer to demonic energy. It's keeping him in a space where he's defining his masculine energy based on what is below. He's defining his masculine energy based on the physical world. He's not defining his masculine energy based on the heavenly realm, which you are defining your femininity on. So you understand right there how there's a mismatch. Okay? You understand how there's a mismatch. You're defined in a way that's upward. You're defining your femininity in a heavenly way. You're saying, how close am I to the godly way? How close am I to divine feminine energy? So you're going to pride yourself on being Generous. You're going to pride yourself in being in princess energy. You're going to pride yourself in being in queen's energy. You're going to consistently pride yourself on doing the best. This person is not looking at masculinity from that same realm. This person is looking at masculinity from the earthly realm, which is, we know this is the devil's playground. So he's only looking at how much sex he can have. He's only looking at how much money he can get. He's only looking at how sharp his clothes are, which is kind of why he's so much fun, right? Somebody that's just bathing in earthly energy, somebody that's just running around, doing the most with his earthly energy. He's not really looking at life in a way where he can move up. He's not doing that. So he's problematic. You two are going in two different directions. Your femininity is based on the heaven realm. His masculinity is based on the hell realm. Baby, y'all are not the same. Y'all are not the same in any way, shape, or form. And to be honest, it may not necessarily be a class issue. It's more of a spiritual issue, because I get a lot of kind of like Gemini-esque energy off of this masculine. And Gemini males, even in their shadow selves, are usually relatively classy. But the spiritual aspects of the thing, it ain't right. The spiritual aspects of it is not right. We see the Queen of Pentacles coming through here in the reverse. Because of his being possessive, because him sticking more to the earthly realm of things, you will start to find that you will start to, I will be honest with you, just lose value. If you continue to have this person in your life, you will lose value. You will start to lose value in the way you are seen in the public sphere. But more than anything, let's talk about losing value when you lose value in terms of your frequency. When someone is draining your frequency, your very frequency starts to lose value. You start to lose spiritual currency. So you're going to start to get closer to his realm, closer to his way of doing things. This is going to remove you from your divine timeline. Remember, what we're seeing for your divine timeline is upward ascension, high society networking, baddie energy, finally coming into the manifestation of all your prayer through your hard times. You are getting your divine inheritance. This person will bring you down a little bit lower. Simply by the way that they do things is going to affect your currency. When they're being more possessive, let me tell you something about a possessive karmic masculine or feminine energy. When somebody is possessive, they're not just attempting to possess you in terms of where are you going tonight, what are you going to wear, what party are you going to? It gets deeper than that. They are also attempting to possess your very energy. So they're trying to harness your energy. So when somebody harnesses your energy, or AKA, let's make it clearer, binds your energy, you can't move spiritually either. So this is going to cause problems. Somebody literally is kind of acting as a block to your prayers. All these things that you've always been able to rely on to level yourself up. You've leveled yourself up so much through prayer. You've leveled yourself up so much through your divine energy and your divine connections, and the fact that you held on to spirituality no matter what. You've leveled yourself up so many times via faith, right? So if somebody's trying to box you in spiritually, it gets a little harder for you to really reach the apex of who you are and what you can be. Okay, this person, I'm telling you, when these demonic energies come in to anchor divine masculine, divine feminine energies, it gets deep and it gets crafty. What did I just say? Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. We see the star card coming through in the reverse. This person's energy will conflict with your faith, with everything that you have had faith in that's going to take you up to a great place. This person's energy conflicts with that. This person's energy comes against that. Gaslighting, indeed. We see the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So if you go along, we see the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. If you move forward with this person, if you say, you know what, I'm in this, they're going to slow you down. The Knight of Pentacles, I always say, he moves the absolute slowest. So things happen slowly. He is moving very slow. This is somebody that will be a deterioration to your life and your timeline, and they'll do it very slowly. It will be slow. You'll move slow. This quick ascension where you was quickly moving towards networking. Yes, high society. I'm going, oh my God, people are starting to notice my work. I'm starting to get attention at the job. I'm starting to get noticed. They want me to model. They want me to do this. All of a sudden, overnight, my life changed. These types of energies are the ones that slow down those types of quantum leaps, right? When spirit has said, you know what, I'm about to give you what you want. Something that should have taken you 10 years, I'm going to give it to you overnight. Because like I always say, y'all have to remember, light moves faster than anything else in the universe, baby. And the Most High, this is light energy. So when the Most High says that he's about to deliver you and level you up, it's going to happen overnight, boo. It's going to happen overnight because the Most High doesn't move slow. Time is of no regard for God. If he can make it happen today at 10 o'clock and you like, oh my God, I'm gonna be out of this, baby. God will have you out of that thing in 10:08. And nobody will be able to understand why the solution pulled up so quickly. Okay? That's how God moves. So this person will slow you down, and that's slowing down light energy, baby. That's some very demonic stuff. So slowing you down to get towards fulfillment. 9 of Cups, you get to fulfillment slower. Ace of Cups, you get to your abundance slower. Girl, we can't have that. This person is problematic. We see what the problem is now. This person is problematic. There's somebody that's going to slow down your divine progress. This person, somebody's going to slow down your divine inheritance. I want y'all to understand how big of a deal that is. Somebody that is problematic for your actual divine inheritance. Girl, we just had a scripture fall to the floor. What scripture this is? The Lord is for me, so I will have no fear. What can mere people do to me? Psalm 118:6. Okay. Oh Lord, you are so good, so ready to forgive, so full of unfailing love for all who ask for your help. Psalm 86:5. This is what fell to the floor. These are the values and things that will fall when you get involved with this person, because this person, they don't have it together, y'all. I'm telling y'all the truth. And they're coming at just the right time. So we see the big issue here being the Star. This is all about, this whole situationship or whatever the hell is all about you and your faith. This is what the demonic energies, frequencies are coming to test. They're coming to test your faith. They're coming to see if you can hold on to the promises of the Most High, if you can hold on to the belief that abundance is coming when they simply just bring the right man in the building. Try that out, okay? This man is somebody that is simply, whether he knows it or not, he's on assignment. And this is somebody that's there to tempt you. Are you really ready for that victory? The Star comes through with the 6 of Wands. Are you really ready for that victory? Are you really ready to go ahead and ascend and get in them upper echelon circles that we all know you belong in? Are you really ready for that boo-boo, girl? Are you really ready for that boo-boo kitty? Okay, this is what the Most High is asking of you. This is what the universe is asking of you. You know, we have these tests. We can go to the book of Job. Okay, we have these tests a lot of times right at that moment when it's time to ascend. And this is that moment. And I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to put somebody on. You need to really be paying attention to what's what. The Ace of Cups. You have this abundance coming towards you, and it all depends on your faith. It all depends on how much you're willing to hold on to. 9 of Wands. It also all depends on how much of yourself you're willing to maintain. Are you willing to allow the fact that you might end up, you know, people might talk a little trash behind this whole relationship situation, 9 of Wands, but it's all good. It's all good. Between the lines, because it's a lot of stuff about you, Divine, that people don't know. We see this between the lines come through. It's a lot of stuff about you that people just don't know. They don't know. Like, they've never really seen the truth of who you are. And a lot of people don't really know how spiritually based your life is. Like, they don't know. Nobody is on their knees fellowshipping. As of the people you know, your family, your friends, etc. Baby, nobody is on their knees fellowshipping with the Most High like you are. They're not. And they don't even know you do it. You got people around you that are, some of the people around you, like I said, they could even be family. These people are not very mature. And they're not very spiritually aligned. So when you see them just at the family cookout, or people you just see at work, all of these people assume that you're just like them. It's a lot of people that don't know who you are in the spirit. They do not know who you are. They don't have a clue. They thinking that you go home at night, you know, and that's it. You probably just turn on Netflix or something. They don't know, baby. Which y'all look at spirit, girl. Dove spirit. Baby, this is you. This is you. Dove spirit. This is you. You are something different. You fellowship with God and commune with God in ways they don't know nothing about. This is something altogether different. And people don't know this. This is the thing about you that folks don't know. Like, even with this guy here or whatever, like having a good time, people associate you with that. They're like, oh, they don't even know that you went through a time of grief or sadness in your mind. They don't know. People associate you with a good time, fun. She gonna come through, it's gonna be laugh, she gonna be cracking up. This is what people associate you with. They don't realize. They don't realize anything about you for real. This is you. This is your spirit right here. That dove spirit. You fly high. No lie, you know it. Like literally that came to my mind. You fly high. You fly with the eagles, and you're always in a space of prayer. You're going to bed at night. You're going to make sure you spend some time with the Most High. You're going to spend time with your knowledge. You're going to spend time with your books. You're going to spend time on yourself. You see what I'm saying? People don't know that part of you. They don't have a clue about that. Embrace the in-between. The veil is very thin when it comes to you because you got a gift. You hear things, you see things, you experience things. You've dreamed things, you've had visions, you've had prophetic moments come true in your life. You've had people prophesy to you. You've seen prophetic things on people. You've dreamed, you've prayed, and things have happened. You've seen things that don't nobody know nothing about. Things materialize, things that you saw in your spiritual eye, and then you saw them come to play. Some of y'all have been like this since y'all were children, dreaming things, speaking things into existence, hearing things, and then watching them happen right in front of your face. You're so spiritually connected. You are high ranking spiritually in terms of feminine goddess energy, and people don't even know. People don't even know. Baby, come on, come on. Wise counselor. These cards is, thank you, Spirit, because these cards is talking. Wise counselor. Many of y'all are in Hierophant energy. People don't realize that you're getting, when you give people advice and wisdom, it's coming from the Most High. You're hearing from the throne. People don't realize that. They thinking like, oh yeah, she give good advice. People coming to you talking about, man, you must read psychology today. Man, I don't know. You must be somebody like I bet your grandmother used to tell you a lot of stuff. No, you're literally getting divine knowledge and wisdom straight from the Most High because that's where you spend your free time. People out here spending their free time getting drunk. They're spending their free time running around spending money. They're spending their free time being out here fornicating. But you're spending your free time with the Most High. You're spending your free time with the Most High. Through and through. Through and through. And it shows in everything that you are, but there's so many people that don't get it, baby. There's so many people that do not get it. They're just like, I don't understand what she is. 5 of Cups. They don't know. You've experienced grief and you've seen things, baby. Somebody, you got the gift of wisdom. You've seen things folks would not believe. Folks would not believe the things you've seen, boo-boo. They would be like, you saw that? You went through that? You experienced that? They don't know anything about you like that. You've seen things come into fruition, baby. 2 of Wands. You've seen things come into fruition. When the devil had plans for one thing, you've seen other things happen, baby. You got the keys. Key holder. You got the keys. It's so much to you that people do not know. And this masculine step into your life like this, people don't realize that nobody around you is going to tell you, hey, you may need to wonder if you need to really be spending so much time with this person, because they don't know how divinely connected you are. They don't know that you're being pulled to a new timeline. They don't know that you have wealth coming towards you. They don't know that you have abundance coming towards you. They don't know this is the moment that you're about to be recognized for your beauty, your gifts, your talents, and they're about to breathe money, literally sling money and financial reward and abundance and friendships and upper echelon opportunities into your life. They don't know it. They don't know it. So they're sitting here and they're just like, oh, well, I guess you're over there with him. But this is somebody that represents you ending up out of balance. Your call is simply too high to be associated with this person. Okay? Your call is just too high. Literally, you came through as a dove. You literally came through as a dove. There's nothing you can do but ascend and experience peace. So what else is there? You see what I mean? What else is there? You have to move forward with your life away from certain people. If you are new to the room, girl, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, do like, do share. Also, do not be afraid to go ahead and just a little gift, little coin, little gift, something like that. If you like a little donation, girl, or something if you want to do a girl. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, we're here all the time. We're here all the time. Okay, so we see this being a potential Three of Swords situation. This could be a heartbreak situation. Um, and you can't afford heartbreak right now because you're somebody that, because of your spiritual gifts, like we saw earlier, these demonic energies always want to come for the mental. They want to bring you down. They want to come for the mind. They want to hurt you. They want to create issues and problems. You want to make sure you're keeping your mind covered. You want to make sure that you're keeping yourself protected. Oh, thank you so much, Lee Pat. You want to make sure that you're keeping yourself protected. Thank you so much, Jax. You want to make sure that you're keeping yourself in line with listen. You got to make sure that you're keeping yourself on your spiritual path, because on your spiritual path, divine, is a divine masculine that is for you. Okay? That's a divine masculine that is for you. Right? It's not about finding someone for yourself in the moment. It's about staying on your path, because there are no personal readings tonight, Jax. Then maybe probably sometime around the end of the month we'll come back and do a live where we do personals, but we're not doing that tonight, unfortunately. So you got to keep yourself on the proper path, because your divine masculine, and that's for any of us, divine feminines, divine masculines as well. Your blessings, your goals, your gifts, everything is along that path. Everything is along that path. And people will try to get you off that path. You have a divine masculine already. He's on your path. You have the big house already. He's on your path. You have healthy, beautiful children that only get blessings. It's already on your path. You have long life. It's just along your path. You got to be on your path and not let anyone talk you off of it. Okay, we see sipping, rumors, gossip, nosy. People are going to start really trying to get in your business. And I'm telling you, this is if you continue along this timeline. But if you do not, and please do not, but if you do, people are going to really start trying to get in your business. People are going to start trying to figure out exactly what's going on, what's your situation. And that type of irritation, that type of disrespect, you don't draw that to yourself, because you don't live that kind of life. So being affiliated with this person is the point where people start to try to press you. They want to know what's going on. They want to know what your situation is. They want to know what's tea. Don't let them in your life like that. We see the Lover's card energy. Don't let these people in your life like that over a lover, girl, over a little piece of tail, girl. Because at the end of the day, this masculine has no business in your life for real. But even if somebody has already let him in or whatever, this is a passing relationship. This is not the long term. This is not the person that you're supposed to be with. And if you continue to dilly-dally, girl, and play around with them, you will end up in a situation where you can't get out. Because remember what we saw at the beginning of this time in your life, this season in your life is a time where you are experiencing a lot of eternal energy. What you do today is going to be long term. Okay? What you do today is going to be long term. Girl, 6 months from now. Thank you so much, Erica. 6 months from now. Girl, 6 months from now, somebody could be pregnant. Girl, 6 months from now, somebody can be pregnant by this man. And that's really and that's another way you can end up stuck with somebody forever. Somebody that was supposed to be there for the summertime. Okay? That's another way you can end up stuck with somebody forever. Do you hear me? Somebody could be pregnant within 6 months by this man. The Three of Pentacles is a situation where this could become a network. Like you get in this person's network and can't get out. So let me tell you something. This person's family may embrace you. Different things that give you the idea of a false eternal reality. You say everything is going great. Oh, God bless you, Adrian. I appreciate that. Oh, girl, thank you, girl. I be trying to be on point, girl. So this person can be taking you in a direction that is off kilter, but it's trying to make us. You got to remember this demonic energy is trying to mimic what's right. It's trying to mimic the divine masculine path that's actually on your actual divine inheritance path. So his family may be interested in you. His family may like you. His family may say, "Oh my God!" So you say to yourself, "This is great. The family likes me. This is dope. We all really getting along. This is amazing. This is we be getting sucked up in it. His brother and me, we get along. Girl, you be getting sucked up into that mess. His mama called me all the time. I know it looks like wedding bells. It looks like chapel bells. It's giving that kind of tea. But truth be told, it's not that. He's not the one. He's not the one. He's going to become a drain as time goes on. He's too interested in having a good time. You know what? It kind of makes me think of Troy from Waiting to Exhale, right? It was like, come to my mama house and have something. And it was like, baby, Robin did not even know that man like that. But he was taking her to parties. He wanted to have a good time. And keep in mind what we said about this spirit, for those of y'all that weren't here at the beginning of the video, this is an energy that's kind of hiding itself in celebration. It's hiding itself in celebration. You know what I'm saying? It's hiding itself in celebration. Let's have a good time. Let's go for drinks. Let's have a ball. It's the champagne. Every time they come around, it's a good time. But if you really look into the intricacies of what this person is doing, they're trying to get control of you. Once again, the Three of Pentacles with the neighborhood comes through again. That group energy. It's going to be a situation where the group will get their hooks in you, girl. The group will get their hooks in you. The group will get their hooks in you, boo-boo. Have you thinking it's real. Don't let me go ever. He's going to make you feel like you're part of the family. And you may start to feel like this is great. I'm being embraced. Again, some of you have come out of, before your ascension, which you're going into now, you went through some things that you had to grieve. You may have been with somebody that was not kind to you, that was disrespectful, that didn't give you the respect you deserved, that didn't give you the honor that you deserved. And you went through a lot of different challenges where this feels great. I'm being embraced. Somebody's finally there. Somebody's finally treating me well. Somebody is finally giving me the opportunity to be loved. Somebody's giving me the chance. You know, all of these different things. But I'm telling you, they are fugazi, baby. That's not the real deal. Okay, that's not what the Most High has. It's something so much better than this. Okay? It's so much better than this. There's a lot of heavenly energy you need to be looking to, baby. Look at the fairies. Who's got fae energy up in here? Okay? You're a very lighthearted, sweet person. You got to take care of yourself because you have to be in good spiritual company. You can't be with nobody that don't really have it all together like that. That you can't do that. You can't be with somebody that's doing the most. Also, we see shapeshifter energy. So when it's time to protect yourself, girl, I know you know how to. No matter how sweet you are. Oh, Erica, I appreciate that. No matter how much you got going on, no matter how sweet you are, no matter how soft-hearted you are, I know when it's time to turn into a wolf, baby. You can do it. What the kids say? I'm a dog. Wolf. Ain't that what the kids said? Bless their little hearts. Turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. So you know how to take your time with it and still benefit from everything you need to benefit from, okay? Period. We see the judgment card coming out. Baby, guess what? Where the bell go? Hold on. Church bell ring when the judgment card comes to the building. Y'all already know. So we got the judgment card coming through. There is an absolute direction that's, ooh. Baby, here go the judgment card again. Church bells ring when the judgment card comes through the building. Girl, here go the judgment card again. Double judgment. Baby, God don't play about you. That's what I can tell you. Because if this man keep playing with you, girl, mapping the way, baby, God already getting it ready. He already getting the swords and the chariots out. He is not about to allow somebody to take his baby from him and have you going in another direction. I've seen this happen. I'm so serious. I've seen situations where karmic energies have been rerouting feminine energies or rerouting divine masculine or divine feminine energies, and I've seen them fall sick. and no longer be able to continue the relationship. I've seen these things happen. I've seen people's jobs suddenly take them in a new direction. I've seen people suddenly, somebody from that person's path come back and cause all types of confusion in the relationship. That's because the person is being ripped out of your timeline. God does not play about you. And when it's time for something to change, it's going to change. Baby, I done seen people get evicted. You was sitting up in a building, mistreating somebody, mishandling somebody, making things difficult, or all types of mess. All of a sudden, they out of that building. I done seen it happen. Especially in years, 8 years, 9 years of being a tarot reader. Oh, baby, I've seen some stuff happen. I've seen the divine be accosted and attacked, and the Most High come in and say, you're going to accost and attack on who? Everything changes. Everything changes. Okay? Everything changes. Acceleration. We see twin flames and acceleration. So with that being said, this divine masculine, I'm going to tell y'all something. And I'm getting this energy from this reading, but I'm also going to share it. A lot of times when demonic energies, they sense when it's a shift. They sense when the Most High finna pull up. They sense when the Most High is shifting the energy. They sense when you're about to get your just due. They can sense it. They know it. Just like you know it, they know it. Just like you know when your spirit team pull up, they know when your spirit team pull up. They know when your spirit team pull up. And this person starts to flip out. They're going to try to accelerate. Once they start to experience that shift, they kind of feel something's changing, something's different. I don't have the same, effect that I used to have. Things are changing. You're not really as available because the energy starts to shift. That's when they know. You'll start to see a shift in this person because they know something is finna come through, baby. They're going to try to come through with them Cupid's arrows. Some of these people, girl, it'll be on a night like tonight that they try to play them games. It'll be on a night like tonight when they want to play them games on a good Valentine's Day evening. Baby, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. John 3:16. Again, going back to the first cards we pulled, that 10 of Pentacles, you are going to have what you are supposed to have. You are supposed to have what you are supposed to have. Nobody's going to be able to take your long-term benefits from you. Guess where they're going to end up playing with you? Is that a coffin? Oh. Yeah, that's the 10 of Swords energy once again. They cannot play with you. They cannot play with you because let me get you to understand something. You were lined up for this time. You have prayed and you have been diligent and you have stayed to your spiritual energy. Remember, you came through in dove spirit energy, right? The Most High is not going to allow nobody to demote you. When these tests come to us right before these ascension times, when the Most High stands back and allows this, baby, when he sees us holding true to who we are, he gonna get them. He gonna get them. We saw, I have to go back to Job once again. They played them games and thought, Job, God ain't coming to save you. But they had to stand there and witness what time it was. When it was time, they had to witness the truth. Baby, come on, shark. Come on, shark. Situations like this, especially when we see the shark energy, you'll start to see people kind of get, I don't want to use the word devoured because that's too harsh of a word, but the relationship itself gets devoured. A relationship that was going on, it was fine, everything was everything, then all of a sudden it's over. All of a sudden it's in a double judgment, everything falls apart. We see it happen, relationships fall apart, everything. Seem like the lease gets broken, out of the blue, somebody crashed a car, you were supposed to go out of town with them, but it was a blizzard and the flight got canceled. I mean, I've seen relationships collapse. That's the collapse of a timeline. Something will collapse overnight. All the person's tea comes out in the street. The car y'all bought together gets towed up. One of the kids say, I don't even want to move with that parent no more. Everything falls apart in 48 hours type situation. It's giving. It's giving. When it's done, it's done. Rejoice because your names are written in heaven. Remember what I said at the beginning of this for those people that were not here. You're aligning your divine feminine energy with heavenly realm energy. That's what you believe in. That's what you're about. You're all about being of the heaven realm. That's who you are. He's not living like that. Your name is written in the heavens right now. This is Luke 10 and 20. Rejoice because your names are written in heaven. You are supposed to have abundance. You're supposed to be in high society energy. You're supposed to move up. You're supposed to get recognized for your beauty. You're supposed to get the money. You're supposed to get the car. You're supposed to get these things. Baby, the mystic of peace. What did I tell you? You walk in peace. You stand in peace. You're humble. You haven't bragged to nobody about what you got. You don't talk to people about your spiritual energy. You don't do any of that. You don't do any of that. All you do is follow the energy of the Most High. That's what you do. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. You're going to slow down all of these ugly plans and things this man had just by simply listening to the Most High, like you always do. Like you always do. You're not going to allow it. Baby, you're a student of the Most High. At the end of the day, no matter how much you love this person, when you start getting tapped on that shoulder from the Most High, you're going to stop and you're going to listen. Sacred stillness, you're going to stop, you're going to listen, you're going to take the time to get in prayer and figure out exactly what's going on. You got the love. You know that the spiritual energy that you have inside, your connection to the Most High, is always what's going to guide you at the end of the day. Baby, you know there's an infinite supply of love. At the end of the day, when you get in that prayer, these are the things that the Most High is going to bring you back to. You have an infinite supply of love. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to accept it. You just don't. If you are new, y'all, please go ahead and subscribe. You do have a spouse or partner coming towards you. That's just what it is. You don't have to accept anything that's being given. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. This masculine loves communicating with you, and this is how he tries to keep himself tethered to you. But I guarantee you, when we see spouse partner here, you already have a divine masculine in the heaven realm that's going to be there. He's going to enjoy your communication. He's going to be somebody that you can communicate to. Allow yourself to experience the divine offering that's coming towards you in a masculine. This right here is some mess. I'm just telling you the truth. This right here, this one right here, that's a mess. Allow yourself to have divine fun with that divine masculine energy that the Most High is bringing towards you. Allow yourself to have fun. Allow yourself to be free in angelic energy. Because that right there, girl, that's not it. Okay? Girl, health checkup. Okay? Don't go getting all sexually invested with this man, because no. Another thing is, you might want to have a health checkup for your mental, just to keep yourself on point. You want to create distance between you and this masculine because it looks like he's messy. There's so many ways for us to deal with like sexually transmitted infections. Sometimes they're mental, sometimes they're spiritual. So you don't want to remain too intertwined with this man. You want to clean yourself up. You want to move on. You want to pray. You want to give yourself what you need. Receiving. It's your time to receive. That's what we said. It's your time to receive. This is your time for abundance. This is your time to think, to stand still and think and get into prayer and just think your way through it and out of it, baby. We ain't got time for that. Guess what? Blocked. Girl, go ahead, block him and get on with yourself. Girl, get on with yourself. We see Mary Nazareth, Mother of God. You're in divine holy energy, and it is time for you to ascend to your rightful place in the heaven realm, a place of abundance. A place of feminine energy that is nothing but abundance. Baby, did we pull peace again? The only thing that's paranoid, this man gets paranoid about you and about different things because he knows. Girl, this man knows that his time is up. He will know when his time is up. He'll know spiritually just like you know what time it is, girl. Period. Shapeshifter comes through to us once again. Be who you need to be when it comes to this masculine. Don't sit in it. Don't get stuck in it. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to repair it. Be who you need to be. When it's clear to you that it's over, when it's clear to you that this ain't the one, when it's clear to you that he's not going to be for you what he needs to be, do not be afraid to shift directions because you're supposed to be up. You're supposed to be out in front of this masculine. You're supposed to be out in front of the karmic community anyway. Embrace that. Leave him alone, girl. Move on, because literally you're light years. Literally, you're light years. And this is a real statement. People don't get how real of a statement that is. When somebody says you're light years in front of somebody, yeah. When you're with the Most High and you're moving at light speed and you're experiencing quantum movement, where you can be rescued, healed, delivered, and in a whole nother timeline and dimension within moments because of who your father is, girl, who your mother is, that goddess energy you got, girl, you're light years out in front of the spirit. Like, seriously, you're literally light years out in front of him. And you have to accept that so you can move on into your divine ascension, okay? Baby, if you are here and you have never been here before, girl, please go ahead, do like, do share, do subscribe, okay? If you have enjoyed this divine feminine tarot tea, girl, please go ahead, do like, do share, do subscribe, okay? Do not be afraid to come through the building, girl. And when you do, I implore you to go ahead and hit that bell. Okay, so you can be here every single time. Me and the T team are off up in here, getting it in with all of these good old tarot messages. Hey, baby, if you would like a personal reading from me, girl, please go ahead and hit me up at dftarottea@gmail.com to get on that waiting list. Okay, also, if you would like to, girl, check out my other channel, Pretty Princess Promises and Prosperity Petitions, girl, where you can go on over there, and it's just a safe space, a sanctuary for Princess Divine Energy. It really is. It's a beautiful environment over there. Check her out. Also, if you would like to, go ahead, let me know you're still in the building, girl. Put 6048 in these comment sections, because it was exactly 60 minutes and 48 seconds when I said what I said. Also, if you would like to, go ahead and make a little love offering to this channel, girl. dftarottea at Cash App, or maybe even down to the PayPal. And as always, I will catch y'all in the next one. I'm about to eat my oxtails, y'all. Bye.